In the never-ending quest to bring you, the television viewer, the most immediate and comprehensive news coverage possible, news anchors led by Peter Mansbridge have ventured from their studios to different locations to deliver the day's stories. Now, CBC brings you the next step in news broadcasting.
The National, with Peter Mansbridge in an elevator.
Good evening. Our top story, U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell has given the UN concrete proof Iraq has concealed weapons of mass destruction. He produced photographic evidence, including this shot of Saddam Hussein with a nuclear missile in his hat. In Washington, D.C., British Prime Minister Tony Blair met with U.S. President George Bush, and they came to one undeniable conclusion: it's really cool to be leader of your own country. The National continues after this message. In other news, NDP leader Jack Layton publicly stated proposed government guidelines to limit contributions from corporations and unions pose no concern for his party. Mr. Layton then announced an alternative fundraising plan, selling these boxes of chocolate-covered almonds. Still with chocolate, U.S. dietitians now say chocolate can be part of a healthy diet. According to these experts, chocolate is a good daily source of calcium, potassium, magnesium, and honking big zits. Time now for our fourth floor story. From Pakistan today, intelligence sources say Al-Qaeda leader Osama bin Laden may be dead. This despite rumors he's recently been cited as a contestant on The Bachelorette. More of The National after this.
This portion of The National brought to you by Henderson Bedpans.
Elsewhere, a new study on the ill-conceived gun registry program has been released. We go now to the 6th floor and Hannah Gartner from the 5th Estate.
Peter, I have the report right here, and I quote, "The government wasted $1 billion on gun registry. 1,600,000 if you count this report."
Now, Hannah, what conclusion should we draw from this report?
Well, just one, Peter. We should register financially irresponsible politicians, not guns.
Well, that was Hannah Gartner with her report from the 6th floor, one of my favorite floors. In other news, a poster for the famous Beatles' Abbey Road album cover has been altered, so the cigarette Paul McCartney carried is now missing. In a related story, a poster of Michael Jackson has been altered, so he now looks human. And finally, here is how the stock markets performed today. And that's it for The National in an Elevator. I'll see you Monday with The National in a hot tub. Thanks for watching.
Good night. Sportsnet News with Jody Vance.
Hello, I'm Jody Vance. Michael Landsberg without as much makeup. The hottest debate these days is, should body checking be allowed in minor hockey? Joining me to discuss this subject is Hall of Famer, former NHL All-Star, and now minor hockey coach, Lanny McDonald.
Hi, Jody. I'm just finishing this riveting article where Oprah demonstrates how to trim your mustache with a weed whacker.
Have things changed much since you stopped playing?
Well, I haven't seen Daryl Sittler naked in a while. Oh, wait a minute. There was that Leaf reunion at Jasper Lodge.
Lanny, injuries injuries in minor hockey are on the rise.
Tell me about it. In fact, I recently threatened to pull my team off the ice during one game.
Oh, did things get a little rough?
A little rough. If they videotaped it, they could have played it on Crime Stoppers. Excuse me for a second, Jody. Hello? Oh, for God's sake, no. Will you please stop calling me?
Telemarketers?
Sittler asking me when's the next time I plan to go to Jasper.
Lanny, what can be done to eliminate the number of serious injuries to kids?
We need to educate the public more on this problem. That's why, to help raise money and awareness, I've organized this contest. Guess how many raccoons live in Lanny McDonald's mustache? Game's about to begin.
Are you worried about your players' safety?
Oh, no, I've prepared them for the violence the only way I know how. Okay, team, let's go get them.
The Sportsnet, I'm Jody Vance, and I have the sudden urge to shave.
Hi, it's me, Garrett the Furniture Guy. I'm back in business. Remember last summer we had to close up because of a major sewer backup? World Youth Day was in the field next to my store, and right after the Pope's speech, well, everybody flushed. Now I understand the true meaning of the phrase, holy sh**, but I'm back in business now. After 6 months of cleanup, you'd never know there was a flood. Look at all the bargains, like this lovely coffee table. Isn't it a beauty? Garrett the Furniture Guy's everyday low price, $99.99. Or how about this handcrafted living room chair, now only $99.99. And who can resist this attractive bookcase? I'm practically giving it away at $99.99. It's a real bargain. So do yourself a favor and come see Garrett the Furniture Guy and our most unique shopping experience. Just drive to the West End and follow your nose. And the first 100 customers get a free air freshener worth $9.99. Yes, Garrett the Furniture Guy is back in business, and we're still going ahead with our lawsuit for damages. I'm suing for $99,999,999.99. So visit me, Garrett the Furniture Guy, today. I smell a bargain.
I'm looking for a gift for my niece. Oh, she loves Barbie dolls. Oh, here's that new one, Pregnant Midge. Oh, look how cute Midge is.
Cute! Cute. You gotta be kidding. You think 10.5 months pregnant is cute? What are you, lady, some kind of deranged nut?
I'm from Winnipeg. I grew up with Barbie dolls. I remember wanting to be just like Barbie. She was always so perfect.
Oh, yeah, sure, especially the cramps, huh? The backaches and the bloating. Oh, yeah, kid. It's wonderful being the perfect doll. I'll be lucky if I ever see my feet again.
My niece likes pretending she's a little mom, doing little mom things, collecting her little mom welfare check.
While she's at it, see if she can find out who little dad is. I know it's not Ken. Even though he's anatomically correct, he spends most of his leisure time with anatomically correct Chip at Starbucks.
Is this cute? It says Midge's stomach is removable, and inside is a baby girl.
Oh, great! Oh, thanks for ruining that surprise! Now all I've got to look forward to are labor pains. Boo-wee! That's my wildest fantasy come true.
Well, Midge still has a great figure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, wait till I start breastfeeding. All the plastic in the world ain't gonna keep these up.
Now, Midge is wearing a wedding ring. Now, that's odd. Midge has always been single. Or has she? I'm confused. We're talking about a very important philosophical and moral question.
I'm a freaking plastic doll, you nitwit. Get a grip on reality, lady.
But my niece is special. She's worth the $34.99 for a fat doll?
Hey, let's watch it.
Forget it. My niece is getting the latest Nelly CD.
Maybe I'll head over to Starbucks for a decaf mochaccino with the boys.
And now, a Canadian moment.
How's it going, Sam?
Well, except for the high blood pressure, the skin rash, and the irritating, uncomfortable gas buildup, I couldn't be better.
So you gonna watch the NBA All-Star Game this weekend?
Try and stop me. This year it's going to be an extra special event.
How so, Sam?
Celine Dion is not going to sing the U.S. national anthem.
I am there.
Yeah, same here.
How you folks doing today?
Oh, pretty good, Crystal.
Refill your sugar there, hun?
You bet.
This Iraq situation sure is something, isn't it?
I just wonder what Canada's role is going to be.
If you're a Canadian military, will act as a mid-conflict stimulation resource provider.
What does that mean?
We'll be getting coffee for the American soldiers.
And you gonna finish your donut there, hun?
Laura Bush canceled that poetry reading at the White House. She thought it might get ugly.
Afraid war protesters might show up.
Afraid Margaret Atwood might show up.
Did you hear about those gas stations in Thailand? They're offering free massages to customers.
Oh, jeeper, I pray that idea doesn't catch on here. Have you seen the guy working down at the Petrocan?
The Canadian Alliance's popularity is starting to fade.
Yeah, that's right. I saw a poll that said they now rank behind the Liberals, the Conservatives, the NDP, and the Raelians.
Boy, those guys are weird.
The Raelians.
The NDP.
I wonder where the Alliance went wrong.
Well, between Stockwell Day and Stephen Harper, they started using weapons of self-destruction.
I was reading in the Macleans the other day, Sweden is the best country in the world to have a baby.
Oh, I don't know. That's too far to go to just have a baby. I got pregnant in Moncton.
Did you hear about that big ice storm in Moncton? Knocked out all the power. The entire city is dark.
Geez, what are they going to do? Stuck in the dark with no power?
How do you think I got pregnant?
Well, the guy who started up the 7-Eleven passed away.
Tough break. To honor his last wishes, they buried him in an extra super large double big gulp cup.
Did you hear about the black bears in Florida?
I don't believe they like the term black bears. They prefer to be called African American bears.
Anyway, these Florida bears are going bald.
Well, not only that, they're taking up shuffleboard and wearing their pants higher and higher. Next thing, they'll be lining up 4 o'clock every day at the Denny's dumpster for the early bear special.
It's a good one, hon.
Hey, that Ted Turner's leaving AOL. Boy, is that company in trouble.
What does AOL stand for?
Right now, all out of loot.
Things are so bad for Ted, he may have to sell Atlanta.
You got that right.
Tell me about it.
For sure, eh?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
This has been a Canadian moment. Tell me about it.
You have a house, you need a mortgage. Where will you get your money? From a bank. Then why do they choose this time to suddenly treat you like a stranger? Because banks are cold, uncaring, impersonal, greedy bastards. Pardon my Dutch. What should you do? At the Ing Bank, we care about you and your money. We have lots of money. We offer the best rates for borrowing. No haggling. Mainly because we have no employees. Just me. I'm here to help. Isn't it time to come to the Ing Bank and get some money?
Excuse me, I'm Rod Bryden, owner of the Ottawa Senators. I was wondering if...
Take a hike. We're friendly, but we're not stupid. Even I have to draw the line.
Okay, for sure on that. Now is like as good as many times to discuss my health-caring stand. And to assist me, explaining is my little helper, Anne McClellan, my healthing minister.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Healthcare is a complex issue.
That is what I am saying. The state of healthcare make me sick like.
And the Prime Minister has a plan to cure it.
I do? Oh, right, yeah, I do. Boys, oh boys, do's I ever do's. Since we last meet, a number of reports has been issued, like Romano, Kirby, Clare, Fike, and Mazankowski, to name only one. Inside these reports are lots of good ideas.
Unfortunately, they're not our ideas, so we're ignoring them.
Healthcare renewing is the single most important priority of the government of Canada and Canadians, except for having my driveway shovel out.
As the Prime Minister says, healthcare renewal takes a lot of hard work.
That is what I says? Hey, I am a pretty smart like for a lame dork leader. Last September, the province came to me to ask me to considering funding increase $5 billion and additioning $7.1 billion in 2003 and 4, plus shipping and handling. I will give out monies, but I insist on accounting hillbillies.
Accountability.
Account stability.
Accountability.
Whatever she said. Oh, that thing is a real ball breaker.
Deal breaker.
Depend on your perspective. So, anyway, I put together a good plan like Ding that will take place over the next 2 or 3 years.
It's our 5-year health reform fund. It covers home care, primary care, catastrophic drug costs, medical equipment, and health records.
And don't forget those neat little golf cart scooters so the old people can get to the bingo and the liquor store. I get one for Aline's birthday.
Well, Prime Minister, over the next 5 years, exactly how much money do you plan to give to the provinces for health care?
What does it matter? Come next February, I will be long gone. Bye-bye for now.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Smidgen-Jones. Brains with attitude. The threat of war in Iraq looms ever closer with each passing day. At this time, I'd like to welcome Prime Minister Tony Blair to discuss the situation. I'd like to, but he couldn't make it. So, in his place, who better to talk about the state of affairs than Rolling Stone legend Keith Richards?
Hello, love. Nice rack.
Oh, thank you, not to mention my rack. My person. Mr. Richards, the past few weeks have been unforgettable. The tension, the emotion, as an anxious world looks on in apprehension at the incredible events unfolding.
Why? What happened?
Iraq?
I thought you didn't want to mention your rack.
Of course, I'm talking about the imminent attack on Iraq by George Bush.
I tell you, mate, that cat needs a right good smack upside the head. But you know, look, I like his wife, Barbara.
We are talking about his son, President George W. Bush.
His son is president. Yeah, now what happened to the father?
Well, George Bush Sr. was president 10 years ago.
Bloody hell. Oh, I hate it when I miss a decade.
The son, George W., is now challenging Saddam Hussein.
Hey, that gives me an idea for a new song. Well, he wants to bomb Hussein with his U.S. fighter plane and get a war on. George W. has a plan to invade Iran. What a moron. Well, what do you think, love?
Yes, well, just one thing. Bush wants to attack Iraq, not Iran.
Bloody hell, everyone's a critic.
Let's move along, shall we? How do you feel about Hans Blix?
I don't take that stuff anymore.
Right then, do you think Saddam Hussein has weapons of mass destruction?
Jumping Hussein is insane, insane. Who am I singing about?
It really doesn't matter. Mr. Richards, do you think the worldwide anti-war protests have had any impact?
Well, mate, we've all got to protest in our own way. Until the threat of war stops, I, for one, am giving up Jack Daniels and switching to Glenfiddich.
So you're, what, against a war?
Love, life is short enough, if you know what I mean. Never forget, so little time, so many groupies. The important thing is we have to watch out for that arsehole of evil.
I believe the term is axis of evil.
I never heard it called that before.
Listen, any final thoughts?